I got 2 sponsorships with less than 500 subscribers. Everyone thinks they need at least 1,000 subscribers to get sponsored, but that's not actually true. But how did I get not just 1, but 2 sponsors before even hitting 500 subscribers? In this video, I'll show you exactly how I got the offer, what I said to lock it in, and how I delivered the video after they paid me. And I'll reveal the one secret no one's ever talking about. You only need to do one thing to get sponsors, even if you have 0 subscribers. On January 5th, 2025, I was in the ending of my 7th YouTube video. Then suddenly, I got an email from my very first sponsor. The subject line, interested in a new collaboration? And I was like, what the fuck? I had only 353 subscribers and someone wanted to sponsor me? But how? I opened the email and honestly, it was written perfectly. Upfront payment, purchase commission, bonus based on views. Everything looked too good to be true. But here's the mistake 99% of small creators make. They instantly trust any sponsorship email that hits their inbox. That's not how you deal with sponsors. 3 important questions you need to ask before you even think about making a video. 1. Is the company legitimate? Check their website, product, and team. Have they worked with creators before? Ask for proof or past videos. Do they give clear guidance for the video? Briefs, deliverables, tone. These 3 things will help you figure out if a sponsor is legit or a scam. I did some quick research, checked their website, searched YouTube for past collabs, and asked all 3 questions directly in my reply. And guess what? They responded with full clarity, a clean breakdown of their product and features, what they expected from the video, links to previous collaborations with other creators. But I still made one mistake. There was one critical thing I forgot to ask, something I didn't even know mattered at the time. I'll tell you about it later in the video. Once I trusted them, I asked a few more important questions. When and how would I get paid? How exactly does the bonus system work? How do they track commissions? And again, they replied with full clarity. That's when I knew this deal was real. But how much did they pay me? I'll show you that with proof in just a second. First, let me take you behind the scenes of how I made the sponsored video. After we agreed on everything, I gave them my email, and they sent me premium access to their site. I explored it and realized it was actually a great tool. Before I started scripting or editing, I searched YouTube to see how other creators structure sponsored videos. That gave me a basic idea, and I built from there. I even gave them a suggestion, create a custom coupon code like ERIC20 so my audience could benefit. They agreed and even reduced my commission slightly to cover it. I was fine with that. On January 19th, I completed the video and emailed it to them. I asked whether they wanted to review it or if I should publish it directly. They reviewed it, loved it, and paid me instantly. They offered me $30 for a dedicated video. And honestly, at that time, I had very low numbers, just around 350 subscribers. I didn't have any real knowledge about sponsorships. I didn't know how much to charge, how to write a contract, or what deliverables even meant. But I still said yes because I knew one thing. This was an opportunity to learn by doing. It wasn't about the $30, it was about taking that first step, building trust, and proving that even small creators can deliver value. Let me give you a piece of advice no one ever says on YouTube. Getting a sponsor is the easy part. Keeping your reputation, that's the real work. If you flop on that video, if you're late, messy, or underdeliver, future sponsors will notice. You're not just getting paid, you're representing their brand. So yeah, my first partnership went really well. I made a clean professional video, learned a lot, and proved I could work with a brand even at 350 subscribers. But here's something interesting, and I want you to really remember this part. That one thing I did, it didn't just lead to one sponsor. In fact, it played a huge role in what happened next. I mentioned earlier in this video, there's one thing you need to start getting sponsors, even if you have 0 subscribers. I'll break it down fully at the end. But right now, let me show you what happened with my second sponsorship, where I didn't just make 30, I made it 4 times. Before I show you what happened in my second sponsorship, there's something I want to be honest about. I actually got another offer. A 3rd brand reached out right after my first sponsorship. But I was stuck in some other work at the time, and I didn't reply to them for about 7 days. And by the time I did, they had already lost interest. They never replied back. That one moment taught me something important. Getting a sponsor is one thing, but being professional, responsive, and on time, that's what really keeps the opportunities coming. So technically, I didn't just get 2 sponsorships. I had 3 offers, but I lost one simply because I wasn't fast enough. On April 23rd, 2025, I received my third sponsorship email. This time, I had 422 subscribers. The email looked promising. The website was solid. So before replying, I did what every creator should do. I researched the tool first. And this time, I didn't repeat the mistakes I made with my first sponsorship. I told them upfront, I don't prefer recurring commissions. I'd rather work on a fixed rate. And here's the crucial thing, I forgot to ask my first sponsor. Something you should never forget. Ask them what type of sponsorship they want, integrated or dedicated. This is one of the most important questions to clarify. I know many of you might already be aware of these terms, but let me quickly break it down for those who aren't. An integrated sponsorship is where you promote the sponsor for 30 to 90 seconds within your upcoming video. A short, focused mention. A dedicated video means the entire video is about the sponsor, like I did for my first deal. Instead of just accepting their rate, I did something different. I gave them my pricing. I told them $40 for an integrated mention, $120 for a dedicated video. But why did I charge that much? Because by this point, I understood the value of my content. And this is a normal rate that many YouTubers charge at this level. I didn't know that during my first deal, but I made sure I didn't repeat the same mistake twice. After about a week of back and forth, they agreed to my rate, $120 for a dedicated video. They even gave me a suggested title, Top SEO Tools, and they wanted their tool featured as #1 on the list. Everything was going great until their next email surprised me. They told me they had 2 other SEO clients, and they wanted me to feature those as #2 and #3 in the same video. In exchange, they offered premium access and affiliate program registration for both tools. Now, I had already planned to include various tools in the video, but adding these 2 meant extra research, more tools to study, and more time scripting. Still, since they had agreed to pay up front, I decided to move forward. I sent them my PayPal email, and within 3 to 4 days, the full $120 was in my account. That's when I started working on the video. But on June 12th, something unexpected happened. I faced a serious medical emergency at home. It shook me. And even though I tried to stay calm and focused, I ended up being away from work for about 15 days. When I returned, the video was already significantly delayed. But instead of panicking, I chose to stay accountable because for me, my YouTube family and my sponsors matter. And no matter what, I knew I had to deliver. What should you do in a situation like this? Write a professional, honest email. Reassure them that you've been working hard on making the video better and that it's going to be worth it. It's okay to apologize for the delay, as long as you stay respectful and solution-focused. On July 5th, I uploaded the video as unlisted on YouTube and sent them the preview link. They watched it and loved it. And on July 6th, 2025, the video went live on my channel. Everything went perfectly in the end. But what's the one thing that actually led me to these sponsors? Let me tell you the truth. Just one strong video. Even if it's your very first upload, even if you have 0 subscribers, if your video has potential, if it's built on a great script, a clear story, and most importantly, it provides real value to your audience, sponsors will notice you. They see your potential. They see what you're capable of, and they're willing to invest early because they believe you'll grow. So don't rush your videos. Take your time, learn, choose the right topic, write an amazing script, and focus on making something you're proud to publish. That's how you attract not just views, but loyal subscribers and real brand partnerships. I've shared my full process for working with sponsors in this video. If it helped you, please give it a like. It really motivates me to keep sharing more. And I've got more videos coming on sponsorships, monetization, and growth. So subscribe if you're serious about your creator journey. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.